got me a little teary-eyed on the bench. So moment I'll never forget for sure. And I'm thankful that, for Favre's message, for the response from the guys and the crowd, obviously was really special.
Ryan Wood.
Did Lucas crack your back a little bit with that hoist in the air after, and just what kind of went through your mind after throwing the touchdown, coming over the sideline, the MVP chance, as you said, the Brett Favre message? Were you able to see the Favre message? Just kind of, I'm curious about the aftermath.
Yeah, I was sitting on the bench, and then after 4:43 went up on the scoreboard, and the video played, I was, standing up and had just taken off my helmet and enjoyed that video, took a seat on the bench, saw Favre's message, and yeah, man, the emotions just kind of hit me, and the gratitude for such a long career and to be a part of history like that for this franchise is, just something that I'm really proud of and extremely grateful for the opportunity to play here for so long and to have my path crossed by so many incredible, influential people along the way, from coaches and players and teammates to front office individuals and weight room folks and training room folks and everybody on the third floor that I've gotten to know over the years. This is a special place, and to be a part of history like this is not lost on me at all. And there was part of me was glad we got it over with. And now, hopefully we get Davante a touchdown so he can get his record. But in that moment, I was 100% present and really grateful for all my years here and the response from the fans.
As head coach.
Hey, Aaron, kind of going off of what you just said there with Davante, as much as that friendship and relationship with Jordy, what that meant to you, what's that been like to kind of grow that with him and to get those 2 touchdowns tonight to move it to 67?
Yeah, I mean, he's such a fantastic player. I've played with some great ones over the years. Obviously Brett Favre, incredible player, all-time great. Charles Woodson, the same, and the way that he could dominate on the field from a defensive back position was incredible. Jordy Nelson, him and I always had such a great connection. But when you start stacking up the numbers for Davante, it's mind-blowing. I really feel like he's the best player that I played with. And I said that to him the other night, actually. I was just thinking about him and having a lot of gratitude for our friendship and the fact that I get to play with him for so many years now. And I just felt like I wanted to tell him that because it's true. Tom just read me a stat about him with, NFL history, 10 catches, 100+ yards, 2+ touchdowns in the game. 8 times he's done that. He's a special player, and nobody I've seen has that ability to continue to reinvent himself even inside of a game and set routes up the way he does. He's a fantastic player. Gives you so many great plays during the game, and the first touchdown to break the record, as much as mine was a simple double stick adjustment, his was really a freelance route. And I think that's what made him so great, is his creativity within the system. And I looked over at him on the left, and I was almost going to give him a signal to make sure that we were on the same page. But something, intuition, whatever, just said, don't do it. Just trust it. And he didn't do what basically is on the paper football offense. He went up and made his guy, lost his guy quickly, and they brought empty pressure. And he did exactly what I would have wanted to tell him, but there wasn't even a signal that could have even come close to the beauty and the creativity of that route. So it's one of those fun moments where I'm glad nothing happened. I didn't signal anything or give him any, anything that would have changed his mindset. And that's the type of player he is. He is just such a dynamic player, and he can also beat you with his mind. And I'm just, again, really thankful to be able to play with him for so many years.
Pete Doherty.
Hey, Aaron, what do you make of the way you guys have won so many games right down at the end? I think this is 5 now, where basically somebody's made a play in the last minute that won the game.
Yeah, we got to do a better job of closing games out. I mean, that's on us. But our defense has closed out a lot of games. I mean, the last 2 weeks, stopping that 2-point conversion and then Rasul coming up with a big pick. Man, it's nerve wracking, but winning is difficult in this league. Offensively, we got to do a better job of just being consistent. We've had some good 4-quarter games, but not consistently enough at certain times when we got to close teams out. So we got to get better at that and just kind of dial in exactly what we want to run those situations. It's a disjointed second half, and we went down 6-minute drive and only got a field goal. They came down with a lengthy drive that almost went to the fourth quarter. Then we go 3-and-out, and obviously let them get back in the game. So that was obviously disappointing, but we got to close out games better. But our defense has done a really nice job of coming up with big plays. 4 picks tonight was incredible. We sacked them 5 times. And although we gave up, a lot of rushing yards, I felt like, it was bend but don't break, and we came up with turnovers at timely situations.
Matt Steinman.
Aaron, just to clarify before my actual question, Devontae's best offensive player, or is he overtaken Seawood best overall player?
Most dominant player I've played with.
Okay. And Devontae said we took our foot off the gas on offense, and I'm sure Matt will say the same. Is that just cliche, or you agree? And why do you think that happens in a game like this?
I mean, I feel like that is a cliche, but it's the truth. I think when Yash went out, we wanted to get a couple runs to get Ben, who coming in the game off the bench, comfortable. But during that possession, they brought pressure, played 1 high, I think, on all 3 of those snaps. So, I think that would have been a good time to maybe take a shot to Devontae, because Devontae was, in his zone tonight, and it was really difficult cover always. But, it seemed like almost every single time we had single coverage on him, I hit him for a big play. So, I mean, that's all. And Matt, Matt and I had a conversation. I'm sure he's on that as well. But hindsight is 20/20 often. And Matt's been calling a great season. We just gotta find out exactly what we want to do in those situations, and then go do it, and just trust, put the ball in my hand, give me opportunity to deal the ball to Devontae or anybody else who's open, and go close out games in that situation.
Jim Polzine.
Aaron, you got me. I know the toe hurts as it is, but it seems like you can't catch a break. It's getting stepped on more often. Is it getting worse? And is there anything else? It looked almost like maybe your hip was hurting too, or is that just the toe in the first half?
No, definitely nothing with the hip. This was the best I felt in weeks. And, I did the walkthrough stuff this week, almost practiced on the Thursday, which was like a Friday. Felt amazing. Didn't get an injection before the game. Was feeling really good. Then kind of got rolled up there at the end of the first quarter, but kind of got past that. Then got stepped on directly on the toe. And that's when the pain was pretty intense. Took care of it at halftime, and obviously felt better. But, we're over 6 weeks past this now. So we're hoping that there wasn't a major setback tonight. It feels okay right now sitting here, but it was a good week and fun to be out there and to feel a lot better with my toe.